Bud Wilkinson invented winning. And here at Oklahoma, we uphold the standard. This is the Champion Standard Podcast, where analytics meet film and the tailgate fuels the passion. Touchdown! From deep dives in the film room to advanced stats that tell the real story. Ready? We bring Sooner football into focus like never before. The roar of the palace on the prairie, the legacy of champions, and the pursuit of the next one. It's all right here, so lock in, because this is Oklahoma football. This is the Champion Standard.
Let's go!
Let's go! Go!
Hey, Sooner fans, welcome back. Three in a row. We win a hard-fought defensive battle yesterday in Norman, 17-6 over the Tigers. Just kind of a gritty game. Neither team could get a whole lot of traction offensively, and both defenses, we knew they would, probably be the better units on the field, and they were. So Rob and I will break that down. Up next.
That's my standard. That's my standard. My champion standard. Champion standard. Pull up with the answers. Yeah, the answers. Champion standard. Champion standard. Yeah.
Before we start, please, I caught you off guard that time right out of the gate.
I did so bad yesterday with that too. Oh my god.
It was good. Please subscribe. Go find us on your socials, and appreciate you liking, subscribing. We need all the subscribers we can get. Keep it free for everybody out there. We would appreciate it greatly. Huge win yesterday. At this time of year, it's just survive and advance.
Yeah,
really is all it boils down to. So it doesn't matter how you win, as long as you end up on the higher side of the scoreboard at the end of the day. That's all that matters. So defense, man. Gosh, this defense has been so fun to watch. We've been asking for this for years, several years now, and it's here. We have a really good defense. I stay away from the E word on here because I know you don't like me saying that, but man, our defense is just so good. It's just so good watching these guys play. They love playing for Brent. Brent looks like he's having fun again as a coaching these guys. I haven't seen him this animated on the sidelines in quite a while.
Yeah, that fire is oozing out of him, isn't it?
It is. One of these days, I think he's just going to kind of pass out over there slowly, because the guy's always just running on a level that most of us can't touch. Great win. I think they did a really good job, doing what they needed to do against Missouri.
Yeah.
Basically,
I mean,
make them beat them through the air if you can, and just kind of stuff the run was the game plan, right? So,
right.
Have a few takeaways if we want to jump into those.
Yeah, let's do it.
I kind of want to throw this one out first, and it's kind of just some individual recognition. I want to do one for offense and maybe a couple for defense, but one on offense. What a gritty performance by X-Rob.
Yeah,
the guy was hurt. I think he got 60-something snaps yesterday and didn't get much relief whatsoever.
Nope.
And he got hurt earlier in the week, and he said, "Stick a brace on me. I'm playing." Just
right.
Already one of our favorite players, and he just keeps kind of stacking weeks on, running the ball, or this week playing hurt, making a couple of big catches out of the backfield, or at least that one that I can remember. He catches the ball in the open field, and it's hard for one guy to get him down. He's just a load.
That's why you got to keep those check downs rolling. You know, like I said, my favorite play last week was that check down. There was a few more in this game. I mean, that's a tough tackle on a corner. I
Mhm.
mean, corners trying to tackle that guy. No,
Yeah.
I mean Alex mentioned it yesterday. It's body blows. It's just you gotta, as a defense, having to take on that guy. You gotta feed him the ball, man.
Yeah.
Gotta feed him the ball.
Yep. Apologize in advance. I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm trying to power through best I can. But yeah, the second guy I want to name isn't it ironic, Rob, that Jacoby Johnson gets an interception against Missouri this year?
I know. Little savior,
Of
yeah.
all
I mean,
teams.
the in that game last year, Grass
Yep.
Monster got him. He trips
Yep.
and falls, and Luther Burden that caught that 3rd and 16. And we all knew it was going to him, but he trips and falls, and then on that play, he did a great. I mean, it was cover 3. He had nobody holding him. So
Mhm.
what did he do? He just works onto his deep third zone, and Pribula doesn't see him, and he took advantage of it. And soft hands went up, grabbed it. Easy, easy,
Yeah.
easy, easy money.
Yeah, he had a pretty darn good game from what I remember. I don't remember him getting beat a lot. So good for Jacoby. And yeah, the Peyton brothers. I'm sorry, the Bowen brothers have had a nice stretch of games here lately. Just
Yeah,
take your pick. Eli
yeah,
makes a play, Peyton makes a play. Those guys are just playing some good ball right now, and that's good to see. We wanted to see a healthy, full year healthy Peyton, what he can do, and he's been playing some really sound ball right now. And
yeah.
he's not, his younger brother doesn't get overshadowed for sure.
Right, right. Yeah, Peyton. I mean, he covers a lot of grass out there, man. He builds the roof. I mean, we haven't had. I mean, when was the last time we had we haven't had any busted coverages really since Texas, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been weeks, and a part of that is Peyton Bowen is just he builds that roof. He
locking
ain't
it
going
down.
over the top of him. He's locking
Yeah,
it down. I mean, that Tennessee interception, he goes from the far hash all the way to the other side and makes an interception, makes plays. He's making plays with you're a quarterback and you've got that defensive line that's constantly moving, and then you see a guy that's wide open downfield, and you want to get that ball out of your hands, so you're gonna get shellacked, and then all of a sudden Peyton comes out of nowhere and steals the ball from you.
yeah,
Takes that. He's playing great. I mean, you've got 3 levels to this defense, and Peyton is
yeah.
building that roof on that 3rd level.
Yeah,
I don't just there's so much to this defense, man.
yeah. The corners had some early season struggles at times, and then Cortland struggled a little bit with Cam Coleman or whatever, but
Right.
which isn't anything to be ashamed of. But man, that group's been playing pretty good ball since then, and I think that's made this defense really darn good.
Yeah.
Without that part of the level of the defense playing like it is, I think we'd still have some holes, be giving up those big plays consistently,
Right.
and it's just not happening. And we're just seeing another level that you and I wanted to see, and we knew that secondary was going to be the key. And sure enough, here we are, and that's holding true.
Yeah, on the Substack, I wrote an article on 3rd down defense. 3rd down belongs to Venables. In this game, I felt like they owned 2nd down. 2nd down, they're going straight man coverage and they're sending 5, 6 man pressures, and it's either landing home or there's nowhere to throw. This is just very different from last year, where Zach Alley was soft as Charmin and would always call the same cover 6 zone coverage over and over again. And in this year, Britt is like, "No, my guys can run. My coverage guy,
Mhm.
I got guys that can stick in your hip pocket and run with you." And he did it in Tennessee, he did it in Alabama, and he's doing it again to Missouri. These are, quality teams. Alabama showed me that this Alabama showed me how good this pass defense can be. This Missouri game showed me how adaptable this defense can be. that wide zone concept that Missouri runs, it takes you out of all the little pick games and the twist games because you can't be picking and twisting versus all the zone action because you'll just run into your own guys.
Mhm.
The discipline and everything and the coverage to go along with it, dude. I mean, this defense can adapt to anybody, to any offense.
The beauty of it, you got Eli and Cortland. Cortland maybe has a little bit of size, but Eli's undersized, and the beauty of these corners is they don't have to be big. The fact that they're running with guys and they're actually there on their hip makes a big
Right.
difference, because that's not
Big difference.
what we've seen in the past is guys getting beat, and it doesn't matter if you're tall or short or whatever. If you're getting beat, you're not there to make the play. These guys, like you said, are right on guys. Sometimes you may get a PI or two during the game because of that, but man, and I thought the one PI call, I don't remember who that was on, was crappy. Was that Eli maybe?
I thought
I think that was
maybe
Eli.
Bill-
Both of them
yeah.
had hands on each other. Would have been a perfect no call. And yeah, so I'll take that any day of the week as opposed to how we played before and soft and cushion and all this other
Right.
stuff. And it's great to see. It's
There-
great to see.
And it's the position maintenance across, like, they're helping each other out. That Tennessee interception by Bowen, Eli basically holding that outside, forcing that receiver in, squeezing him into his help with Peyton. Peyton takes the ball, takes the interception. In this game with Jacoby Johnson, again, he had the deep third. He just slowly, patiently waits for. He could have easily bailed and taken that deep third like immediately. Probably would not have thrown that ball. He thought he had outside on that receiver, had beat the outside and had leverage on our safety. Jacoby just patiently, positionally takes that interception easy. I mean, that's some very strong coaching. That takes a lot of reps and a lot of coaching to get your guys to play that patient. And you're talking about playing 15, 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. Like I said, the way that this defense has played the last 4 weeks, they're adaptable. They're going to be able to adapt to anybody.
Mhm.
And they're going to hold every offense to 20 points, at least 20,
Yeah.
24 points. I don't think you're going to see an offense score more than that.
Yeah. No, I agree. Grayson Holton, another guy I needed to mention. Man, he was all over the place yesterday. Guy moves so good for a big guy, making plays left and right. He was kind of road grading that one lineman on the ground. Was that a punt? I don't remember what that was, but he got that flag. But it's like when we used to have Cody Ford, you're going to take the guy just mauling someone, several times, and you may get a flag every now and then, but you just want guys, just be mean guys on your team. You know what I mean? And he played mean and fast and was just really all over the place yesterday. It was great to see him kind of taken, without Jaden being 100% yet. That was huge, I think, for them yesterday.
Yeah, I have a play loaded up to give some appreciation to Halton. I thought he had a great game, man. He had a great game. He was living in the backfield, and that's your fourth defensive tackle. These guys in the interior defensive line, it's the best interior defensive line in the country, hands down. Like, It's not even close. In this game, you don't see it very often because of the concept Missouri was running, but the pick game, the guys, the center read stunts and stuff that they have, you have to rep that in practice so well, because if you're too early or too late, you're going to run into guys. The stunt game is just amazing across the line, and Grayson took advantage of it. So
yeah, he looked
very good game.
Good. Yeah, very good. We're talking about, defense wins championships. That's the old adage, right? So we have a defense that can win a championship, but we got to look over to the other side of the ball a little bit here. So,
Yeah.
What can keep them from obviously potentially winning championships? The offense, but I felt like yesterday, second takeaway, I think Mateer showed a little bit of life at times yesterday. A couple of touchdown passes. Both of those monies are right on the throw. Both those passes are right on the money. Hit a guy in stride and, good things happen, right?
Mhm.
We haven't seen that much lately. That Satania pass was perfect. And, 70 yards, 80 yards later, he's taking it to the house. And it was good to see Giovanni get a touchdown. First touchdown pass in the end zone in, I'm not going to say months, but a long time, feels like. So that was good to see yesterday. Just like, the defense taking that next step with the cornerbacks. If somehow, some way, Mateer can, just improve his accuracy, go through his progressions, and just show some composure here over the next month, I think they can make a decent run in the playoffs if we beat LSU. I'm not getting ahead. I know everybody's going to jump on me
Right.
here. If we win next week, I just feel like I'm not going to say a light comes on, but there's still potential for him to, develop some of that over the next few weeks. And the beauty is, if you beat LSU, you get 3 weeks off to work exactly on that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm still hopeful. Haven't seen a lot of what I just said, whether it's, composure, going through your reads. Just we haven't seen much of that the last month or so. But I do like the idea of potentially having 3 weeks to work on that before the playoffs start. And you never know. You
Right.
never know. And if we can start getting 24 points out of this offense, Rob, sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying we can't beat anybody if that happens at this point.
Right. No, it just turn some of those threes to touchdowns. Take advantage of all your scoring. They're getting scoring opportunities. It's just that we're not scoring points off of them. I mean, this game was a little bit better. We actually punched it in the end zone. Like I said, the last game, my critique on the offense was just like you had all these opportunities and we just never threw the ball in the end zone. That's just kind of straight. And now you get into this game and you're getting your Giovanni Gibson those shots, and he's a big. You got X Rob and Giovanni Gibson. They're big boys.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your jabs into the ribs, right? Those are the hooks to the ribs to like start, taking the air out of the defense. But hey, kudos to Missouri because this Missouri's defense is good. I like watching Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of them, and I don't like Dorkowitz, but that Missouri defense is like one of the best defenses we've played this year. Like they're really good. Like they are a very balanced team. They've got 5 guys in the secondary. Their back 5 are all juniors and seniors and really talented players. They're going to go play on Sunday. Marvin Burks is awesome. I like watching him play. That was the safety I was telling you about last week.
Yep.
That was just a thumper. I think he's a former 5-star player, I think, but I don't really keep up with recruiting. I just like to watch the film. He's really good. I thought, scoring 17 on them. Yeah, I was expecting that, my prediction was 19-16. I thought the OU's defense was going to be struggling with the wide zone a little bit longer. I thought it was going to take them longer in the game to get, and I thought Missouri was going to be able to score some more points and field goals. But after that first drive, they locked it down. And that Missouri defense played us tough.
They did.
That was a great defense. Scoring 17 on them with the issues that we've had. I thought that was good. Now he's still missing stuff. He's still not processing. He's still missing receivers. Like there's still issues. So I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just trying to keep it some perspective, I mean, Missouri's defense is really good.
They really are. And I know I'm sitting here harping on, Mateer getting better and working on his passing game. We can just sit here and just put it in stone, run the damn ball for the next whatever. Like that has to be a key, of course. So I'm not going to keep mentioning that every week because at this point, everybody's saying it. We all know it. Arbuckle apparently does not at times, but just run the damn ball. And then if he can just move the chains with some of his passing and then stretch the field a couple times a game, just like yesterday, a couple of big plays downfield. And honestly, I still don't know. I think he attempted maybe 2 deep balls yesterday.
I would count maybe 4 or
Was there
so,
4?
4 or
Okay.
5. Yeah. I mean,
I'm not counting Satania as a deep ball. That was just a slant route that Satania took to the
like
house.
actual. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
we attempted, and Arbuckle said that, right? Like Arbuckle mentioned through the week that he wanted to push the ball down early. I don't like doing it in the first 6 plays of the damn game. Like I don't like having because. Again, Missouri's defense, the strength of the defense is pass defense. They have 5 guys that are really good, juniors and seniors that are really good. I don't know why you start the game as your scripted 20 plays. That's my next critique. Now that we've got the end zone targets, my next critique is fix your damn 20 plays. Your scripted 20 plays is garbage.
Well,
I think Arbuckle needs to be like, write his first 20 plays and then say, okay, this is garbage. I'm going to try again. And just do another 20.
Here's the crappiest thing about it, Rob. Missouri opens the game with like an 8 to 10 minute drive, and then you come out and do like a 30-second 3-play cluster blank of a possession right out of the gate, and you give it right back to them. I just like everybody else probably came unglued.
But we did it again. We came back.
His first 6 plays. I remember 6 plays. What, -7 yards or something stupid? I don't remember what it was.
The first 3 plays, 7 yards. We had it for 50 seconds, and then the second drive, 3 plays, -14 yards, and held the ball for 1:40. Like,
oh my god,
Arbuckle needs to go. Here's my first 20. Like he sits down on Tuesday or actually it'd probably be today or Monday or so, and be like, okay, I'm thinking this is how we're gonna do LSU. He needs to take it, throw it in the trash, to come back and write another 20 plays.
Yeah.
Because whatever but so now that we're starting to get those end zone targets to our 6'2", 200-pound receiver back into this offense, which is great. Heinecke needs to get more touches because especially underneath, because he can make guys miss. Give X-Rob checkdowns. The next critique is fix your first 20 plays. It's garbage. Like stop with the that's the thing. Like the air raid mentality. Alex likes to talk about JY, the air raid mentality. Like I get it, but we're not an air raid team. Like we're just not this year. Like we're trying to be, but we're terrible at it. So go run the football.
Right.
Like our 7th play of the game. We hand the ball for the first time to X-Rob.
I know.
He gets 4
there was
yards.
12 minutes left in the second quarter. I remember looking at the clock when that happened.
Yeah. And what does he do? He runs for 4 yards. Gives you a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
2nd and 6?
It's crazy, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Not a 3rd and 10 or a 2nd and 10? What?
Yeah. 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 I'm with you. Like, unless your name's Lincoln Riley and you've been a great offensive coordinator for the last 10 years, you have no business like continuing to script anything. Like scripts should be thrown out the window at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Eli,
perfect.
Weak sleeves. I mean, I actually have a play loaded up. We missed a scene, but that was for another thing. But
yeah. Last takeaway. That way we can get to some of your, potential film and or stats. One more week, one more tiger taming session next weekend. I like to call it. Got to take care of LSU, a team that's may have packed it in, would like to come in here. I don't know if I feel like they could come in and want to play spoiler, but I also think if you can stuff them the first quarter or first half and get ahead, I think they could be quick to throw in the towel.
Yeah, you plant the seed. They're looking for an excuse to fold. They're
Mhm.
gonna come in fired up. OU, Norman, all that. They could have been looking ahead for us, right? With the
Right.
Western Kentucky, they only managed 13 points. They could have been looking ahead. They could be on a, like you mentioned, a spoiler mission, but they are looking in their head. They are looking for an excuse to just
Yeah.
fold.
Yep.
And I will tell you, I do not think that offense wants anything to do with 4 quarters with our defense
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Not the end of the year when they have nothing to play for. They don't care about what bowl game they're going to. They're looking for an excuse to lay down and die. So
Yeah.
this defense does their thing and just be who they are, and that is we are going to physically beat the crap out of you.
Yep.
They're gonna lay down and die. Plant the seed of doubt in their head.
Mhm.
It'll grow with every Grayson Holton sack and every
Mhm.
Jaden Jackson pummel and every David
Right.
Stone destroying a center. It'll grow and grow, and they'll just find an excuse to lay down and die.
Right. And we have everything at stake. So it's opposite for us. This
Right.
is like the highest stakes we've had for a season ending game in quite a while.
Yep.
Everything's in front of us. Everything is right in front of us. I can't imagine how that stadium is going to be next
Oh,
Saturday.
It was
We already
electric
hate
yesterday.
LSU.
Yeah.
Everything's at stake. I just imagine 80,000 fans just amped up for 4 quarters. You got nothing left to hold. And hell, if we may get in the playoffs, can you imagine if we host a playoff game December
Oh, I
20th
know.
weekend or whatever it is? My goodness. But first things first, I think this crowd's just going to be so amped up. The game day atmosphere will probably be awesome. LSU fans will probably be driving us crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
They are a bunch of whatevers, most of them anyway. Not all of them, I'm sure, but just we have a strong hate for LSU. They're one of our 4 hated SEC teams, so
Yeah.
they're coming to town. Treat them with respect until we enter the stadium, right? Like we do all the other people, and then just take it to them for 4 quarters. I think the defense is going to come out and keep them to 10 points or under. It just feels like one of those games where we're going to be relentless from the snap and never see any lulls. Brent's not going to let
Mm.
this team
No.
do that next weekend. So excited for it. Heck, if the offense can get us another 14 points, Rob, and a couple field goals from Sandell, great.
I don't think this defense is going to give up 30 points ever.
Mm-mm.
I don't think there's an offense out there that's good
No.
enough to
Yeah.
put 30 points on this defense.
Ole Miss, what was it? 30?
That was 34 or whatever, but
34,
the
26. But
offense was
they
garbage.
put them in a
Like,
bad spot, like some bad spots that game.
yes. And
Yep.
I would argue that we've actually gotten better since Ole Miss.
We have.
We have totally gotten better. We are getting better. I don't even think we've seen this defense even like at its best yet. I still think that there's some good football left to raise, get that ceiling. I don't think we've peaked yet. I think I want to see them in playoffs. I think once this team gets into the playoffs, this defense is going to go a whole nother level because it's playoff football, and playoff football is way different than regular season. The physicality, everything just is amplified. So
Yeah. In your last 3 games, Rob, and I know you can't say ifs or whatever. If Arbuckle runs the ball against Tennessee, we hold them to 17. Okay. And then we give up 21 to Bama. No shame in that at all in Tuscaloosa. And then 6 against Missouri, the last 3 games.
it's
just
yeah.
impressive stuff. It's impressive. And I have we seen this defense's best game yet? I don't know.
I don't think so. I want to get to the playoffs.
I mean, we've seen some good
I-
ones, so I'm not going to
we
sit here
have.
and pretend. But they may have even a better one in them. They may hold
think
somebody to 3 points in the next couple of games, for all I know.
you've seen Brent's defenses do that with Clemson. I mean, when it got down to playoff football, they would absolutely just shut people down. So, yeah. So let's go through some of these comments, and then we can see if there's anything in here, and then we can just
move
do a
over to
quick
film
metric
and-
check in, and then we can do a quick film stuff. Not too long. Let's see here. You want strong people that can win 50-50 balls? Yeah. I mean, Eli, yeah.
Yeah.
Giovanni. Well, I want to see. We want to see more of that.
I would say I would say that wasn't even directed necessarily at the offense.
Oh, right.
On the 50-50 balls. I mean, you got Eli out there, and now Jacoby and other guys, 50-50 balls on defense too. So yeah, Sooner Cowboy honestly feels like the way Brent Venables wants it. He wants to win 17-6 games. You're not wrong.
Right. I think he loves that.
He doesn't mind that at all. Yeah.
And that's in okay. So this kind of just sparked something for me, because Brent wants the responsibility of the game to be in the defensive hands to win it, right? That is, I mean, he wants his guys to have that moment in that stage. Ben Arbuckle needs to take that same mentality and put it on the O-line's responsibility and the running back's responsibility to score points and run the football. Like that kind of same mentality has to be placed, that Arbuckle needs to place on the O-line. Instead of trying to go for kill shots in the first 6 plays and get your offense out of rhythm, and now your quarterback is starting cold, and now you've got to find the off. You know what I mean? Like put the responsibility on the O-line and the running backs to run the football, just like Brett wants his defense to be responsible to win the game. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Need the running backs to get healthier.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about that one?
Yeah, well, it was all X-Rob yesterday, and I want to say Blaylock came in just to give him a breather, maybe 3 or 4 snaps. I think of what I saw from the snap count. But where's Tatum? Where's these guys, just to give some breathers to whatever. Ott, I guess he just went ahead and cashed his check and went out of left town or something. I don't know.
I guess.
But he's right. Need 2 or 3 running backs. Need that stable of 3 that you can depend on each week. Of course, we had the 2-headed monster for a few weeks there with Blaylock and X-Rob, which would be fine with me.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with this 100%. Like every sign going to Alabama too, and going into this one, like you should be. Yes, 100%. Oh my gosh. Here's the shots.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. You can put that back up. So the question or the comment here, so I can appreciate the shots initially, but obviously didn't work. Well, it is still the whole, just gave up a 8-10 minute drive, so you needed to like put together some kind of drive. But yeah. Just better run the ball first, which we just keep saying, but he just doesn't seem to want to do that for some reason.
Yeah. So they have to keep pushing the ball downfield, maintain the tempo. You can tell other teams start struggling our fast tempo, but we have to make the catches at the pace. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't mind tempo. I don't want the tempo until later. Like I actually kind of want a slow, methodical drive, much like what we saw the first drive of Missouri. I mean, just you can be tempo, you can be fast to the line, you can be fast to the line and slow it down. You can do different tempo changes as you go through your drive, but if you keep incomplete punt, incomplete punt, like, and while your opponent is sitting there taking holding your defense on the field for 8-10 minutes and another 5-minute drive and stuff. So, but yeah.
I feel like Arbuckle in particular needs to figure out how to milk the clock better when we do have leads. They do not run the play clock down. They make stupid play calls, easily. If you run one more time, like let's just say you have 4 downs. If you just run one more time, you can take an additional, 35, 40 seconds off the clock. Just that part of the game. It allowed Tennessee to stay in it. It allowed Missouri to stay in it. I don't know. I don't remember about the Bama game so much if that allowed them to stay in it too. But you allowed Tennessee and Missouri and a few other teams just to hang around when you should have been, running the ball and just, just sending them out to start the bus early. So
our longest drive was our second to last drive. It was nearly a 4-minute drive where it was us trying to ice the game. We actually ran the ball 8 times for 36 yards or 4.5 yards a carry. So they did better in Missouri, I think. Getting that drive, I think it was led them into the 2-minute, 2-minute half or whatever, 2-minute timeout. We did better, Missouri, of icing the game with the run game, but you could have been doing that an earlier part of the game. You don't have to run 8 straight times, but that was a good sign of Arbuckle instead of trying to chuck it around. But yeah, let's see here. Who you got for your first college football playoff game?
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't mind Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love in that Notre Dame offense, the offensive line versus our defensive line. I think that would be and plus that matchup, uniform matchup is just really cool looking.
Right.
Crimson red and the golden domers.
So I don't know who I want from this would be a good matchup for us, but Notre Dame would probably rank up there. There's a few other teams I wouldn't want to see that first round. Heck, if we could worm our way up to like the 5th seed and then end up playing like a Tulane or somebody like that, then please.
Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take another bye week, basically.
That's what I'll take from a matchup standpoint, but I just don't think we can climb up to 5 in the standings. So, who knows? Who knows who's going to come out of the ACC? So that would probably be my second choice is whoever comes out of the ACC, whether it's Miami
Virginia.
or
Is it Virginia?
Please give me one of those ACC teams.
Yeah, I think Virginia is number 1, so they'll probably take one of the champs, right?
Yeah,
oh, no,
Georgia Tech lost yesterday, so I'm not sure what. So I don't know who plays in the ACC championship. Is it Miami and somebody?
I think it would be. It looks like here it'd be Virginia and Pittsburgh.
Really?
Or SMU. Those are the 3 teams that are 6-1.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Please.
Yeah,
I'll take any of them.
6-2. Yeah.
I'll take any of those 3, Rob.
So the group of 5 or the ACC.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Got it.
Yep. Do we want to get into some of your metrics?
Yeah.
I was looking for another. I was making sure we didn't have another question over here or comment that needed to be addressed from earlier. Love all the comments, by the way.
Yeah. Let me just pull this up real quick.
Okay. Hey, did you see Dr. Shen was at the game yesterday?
I did. That's awesome. And he was doing
he did the horns down. I'm like,
yeah,
heck yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Let's see if I can zoom in here.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay. So, this is just one little scatter plot that I've been tracking through the season, and this is finishing quality drives.
Offense finishing quality drives. Okay.
Yes, offensive scoring, finishing drive. So down here at the bottom on your x-axis is the number of the percentage of drives that you have that enter the scoring opportunity or the 40-yard line. So crossing the 40-yard line, meaning you start from the outside and you enter into the opponent 40. So this would not include drives that the defense gifting us. This is looking at how good are we driving into the scoring opportunity right here, scoring threat. And then on the y-axis is your finishing drive efficiency. How many points are you scoring off those opportunities? So right now, OU, 43% of their drives are entering them driving across the opponent 40, and then we're scoring a 2.9%, or sorry, 2.9 points per opportunity. This has dropped down because we're just not, we haven't crossed the 40. We were around 48%, I think, last week. So we've dropped down. And if you could look up here, that I mean, these are some of the offenses that our defense have faced. Where scoring threat for Tennessee, 60%, scoring 4 points, 60% scoring 4 points. Missouri, probably, because of the beginning part of the year, 47%, 4 points. But I mean, our defense has played some really quality teams that are successful. They have high success rates, meaning they are, on first and down, they're getting to second and 6. On second and 6, they're either converting first or going to a 3rd and 2. Like, they are having sustained drives. So, but looking at the SEC, we're like 3rd to last now. We're kind of in this bottom corner, which means we don't cross the opponent 40 often, and we're not scoring touchdowns.
Yep. Stats don't lie, especially this one.
I mean, South Carolina's doing bad. 35% of their drives and only scoring 2.4. That means that they're crossing 40, and most times they're not even scoring a field goal.
Yeah, we've been screaming for 6 instead of 3 for the last month, and just can't seem to get there much, other than the big play from Giovanni yesterday or whatever. So
we need to get if you start converting some touchdowns, then you start inking up here. Up this quadrant,
and honestly, if we were sitting about where Missouri is or even lower, Rob, we would be a very dangerous playoff team.
Very, very dangerous. Besides that, I mean, we could take a look at like the misery index. See, do I have this filtered? So I have this filtered since week 10. So this through week the Alabama. So 10 would that be Tennessee? I think that's Tennessee, Alabama, and Missouri.
Okay.
So we are sitting right here in the middle. 11% Havoc rate, 20.26 for EPA dropback allowed. So what this is saying, x-axis, how much Havoc are we generating? TFLs, interceptions, sacks, PBUs, and on the y-axis over here on the left, these are your how often, what's the efficiency for every time a quarterback is drop backing to pass. And I mean, sitting here in the middle of the pack through the first 3 weeks is really, really good, because you look at those offenses that we were just looking at, they were scoring points, finishing drives. OU has done tremendously well limiting all these high-powered offenses to where they're basically considered human, I guess, within the middle of the pack here, with just looking at the opponent metric of how well those offenses roll. But if you look at on the year, again, Indiana and OU sitting in the country by themselves, and they have played nobody. They have played absolutely nobody on offense at all. And we've done it versus like the best offenses in the country. And if you look in the SEC, we're still on the year 15% Havoc, 0.10 in EPA dropback. We have absolutely played lights out all year long. And it hasn't changed, man. And like if I pulled in years prior, like 2020, 2021, 22, last year, 2024, Ohio State sat here all year long, just like Oklahoma. all year long. They
Mhm, mhm.
just like we have. So I think championship level. It's a
Yeah,
championship
and
level defense.
we expected that stat to move a little closer to the middle over this last month, and it hasn't budged a whole lot, which is great to see. Um, and when the season started, heck, we thought LSU was going to be one of our tougher matchups just from an offensive standpoint.
Yep.
And they'll come in and move the ball decent. Hey, is Nussmeier still playing, or have they moved to their
No,
backup?
they moved to their backup.
Okay.
Yep. So that's all I got there. We can go into film unless there's any comments or questions.
Yeah, I don't see any comments about the stats here in the
Okay. Let's go into a little bit of film. All right, Brad. Do you want to see a little offense first? Let's look at the Satagna play because that was a good play.
for sure.
I lost my window. Where is it at? Oh boy. What did I do with it? It's still up, so I know it's here. I didn't close it. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that.
Got a gnat in here. Sorry, I don't like to be swatting at stuff, but
Let's see here. I think it's nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. It was the first one loaded up. Jeez, my bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Where are you at on the Unity uniforms, Rob?
I mean, they're our best alternate that we've ever made.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm more of just give me the crimson. I've always liked the idea of having like instead of that like arthright. I don't know how the gray color. I always wanted like a matte black. I don't know why with the red, but I kind of just like to leave everything alone.
Yeah, me too.
But I know the players like that stuff, so just let it play. I mean, Satagna, once he gets an open field like this, he's gone. Like you're not going to capture him.
Yep.
You're not gonna tackle him.
I felt like, and I know you got the view from the end zone here, but I feel like Satagna did a really great job of selling this to the outside before he cut it back in.
Yeah, and I
which
can't
we'll see
tell.
here in a second.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was just if he had an option, like an expansion option, was so like usually like what he's doing. Let's see if I get my let's go orange. So he's right here, and the safety here is telling, hey, I've got inside receiver. So he's giving obviously pointing, but he's also saying probably like, hey, interstate Indiana or whatever, saying I've got the inside receiver. And I honestly would think this is probably a option where he's basically expanding an expansion option is where he's gonna expand out, whether like a stem release, what some other people will say. And he can either break it out on a speed out or he can cut it in. And it looks like this safety is based on film, and we've ran with Satagna on purpose. Like, sorry, in the past, like in South Carolina, we've ran this like these stutter fades where he will come and stutter out and then break out. We've ran it, and we actually ran it in Missouri. We've ran it in Tennessee. We run it every single week. The South Carolina touchdown that he had was a stutter fade, where he's gonna act like he's like basically blocking or like arc blocking for a screen or whatever, and then he just takes off on a fade. And we've been successful with it. The other thing we like to use them with is just wheel routes. So you get again like this same a similar swap release, and you get a post, and then you get a wheel behind it. Classic play. What he does here, I think I would guess that this is an expansion, and then he can either break out on a speed out or kick it inside for the slant. The safety that takes him, I don't know why he cuts over this player here, and he does not get his hands on him because he ends up tripping on him
You see
just
that
a little bit.
step there by Satang. You got him to flinch just
And
outside a little bit.
I would assume I would assume that the defender is supposed to reroute him. Like
Right.
he's supposed to get his hands or a hand on him and protect the, obviously matched up on Satana because this is all just man coverage.
Right.
But he actually trips over the guy. If he would have gotten his hands on the guy, like what I think he's supposed to do, then you wouldn't have tripped, and then he wouldn't been just one tick.
Yep. See, he
And
had him
over.
leaning. Satania got him leaning to the outside there.
But I guarantee you, Red, I bet you he has an option to bend this out or go inside. He's watching him, and I bet you Mateer's waiting for him to make his decision.
Yep.
And obviously the guy is flowing, and the defender's flowing to the outside, so he just puts his foot to the ground and kicks back inside. Whoop. And everyone else is manned up. You had a dig route out this way that this guy was taking. I think that's Giovanni, or maybe, oh no, that might be Heinecke. But and he's off to the races. So Missouri cover one, doing a combo. They did an Indy call on the inside receiver. Safety failed to reroute to keep his feet. Tries to cut in front. Should have rerouted. Did not. Tripped and fell. Satana could have broken outside. Takes the inside takes the leverage. And the Mateer just delivers a nice ball. 87 yards. Easy peasy. That's how easy it is. When everybody is on the same page.
We had two 87-yard touchdowns back-to-back weeks, Rob.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Oh yeah, this is the shovel pass. Classic reach, man.
I've been wanting that for weeks now.
You have. I know. I knew you probably wanted to see this. I thought it was good. It was
little slow to execute. Like you want to give it to him there and not wait. That way he can do something with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Wee Woo. I'm not sure what Wee Woo's doing here. You got to get your hat over, man. You know the play's going. But this would have been, I don't know, a good play. You see this play in the NFL a lot at the 5-yard line. And usually they would swap a running back for a tight end. You can punch it into the end zone. But if he gets his feet here, oh my gosh. Keeps his feet here. There's some room, man.
A little bit of daylight. Yep.
Keeps his feet here.
For sure.
That guy ain't getting him. It's this guy. One-on-one.
One guy. Yep. Beat one guy and you may be getting 6.
But I knew you wanted to see that, so I put that in there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like the good shovel pass. Oh, this is just the RPO. RPO inside zone. Taking the pop pass on the outside. Very simple. Great release there by Giovanni. Look at the arm over.
Great base too. Just kept his feet. Didn't dance.
You see how the DB is legit trying to get his hands on him. Oops. Sorry. Watch the DB. So he's trying his best to get on him, and
Giovanni just kind of pulled back just a little bit. Yeah,
there's a little arm over, and it's all she wrote.
Yep.
Try to get
that does a lot for Giovanni's confidence too, to get in the end zone like that.
Yes, I love it, man. That's what we were missing last week. I thought protection was okay. I thought Missouri's D-line got after us quite a few times. I did not like our empty formation this week. When we went empty, we got we got shredded, man.
Yep.
And I think this is one of them. So they're motioning, went empty. Mateer makes an audible, most likely to QB draw. And this is where it's like, you just made the audible to do QB draw. What are you doing? It's a better look on the end zone. But this is 3rd and 4. He made the audible. He made the audible right here.
Yep.
This is QB draw. Like he's calling the play. Like, why are you gotta, this is 3rd and 4, man.
Yeah, that was a
What
bad,
does he do? Why,
bad play all
why
around,
is he
man.
holding?
I
It's not
I
a
didn't
pass.
understand that.
This is not a pass. They're all
Oof.
pass blocking. There's nobody. There's no route out here. Like, this is QB draw all the way. I'm not sure why he's holding on to the ball, unless he's wanting that right there, which you should. I mean, as soon as this is they're playing 2-man here. They're playing 2-man, and
Oof.
like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll say this. The last 2 weeks, Mateer has not turned the ball over.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and just completely, get on him about his execution. He hasn't turned the ball over. And, anytime you do that, you're giving your defense a chance. You're not putting them in a bad spot in your side of the end zone or whatever. So he's done a good job taking care of the ball.
Oh, this is that stutter fade I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
So you see right here, you're going to stutter out and then going to work out. And almost picked off.
Yep.
This is not a throw you can make on this coverage. When you got a sinking, that's the play that you could try to get to, take the free yards here and get the timing of it. But I understand that he's under pressure right now, and he probably does not see what the coverage is, to be honest.
Yep.
But this is throwing the ball in a very, very, very tight window here. When you got a sinking defender and another one coming down, that's throwing it in.
That was 3rd and
throwing in
long
some
too,
traffic.
wasn't that?
Yeah.
Wasn't
No, that was 2nd and 10.
Oh, 2nd and 10. Okay.
This is the interception Jackson Arnold had versus Tennessee. Same coverage, same play call, like literally. And I'm like, that.
Yeah.
And it would have been and it was the corner that intercepted it last year too.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, that's
he actually had Heinecke trailing a little bit on that play too, if he would have looked that way. So
I'm a believer if you've got these corners that are sinking and these cover 2 looks that you do not try the whole shot. You if you've got flat control, you hit the flat, you take your chances of your offensive player short, getting momentum on that corner to make a miss. And that way you get 4 or 5 yards instead of trying to push the ball downfield in a very low percentage throw in that whole shot. Like it's it's dangerous. I think this one, I'll just let it play. Third and 6. Gotta have it. Fasusi gives up the inside. Not good. And that's where I was saying that this Missouri defense is good. And we are a good pass protecting team. They were able to get plays like this on us. And that's where you kind of give the offense a little bit of grace because like they like you mentioned, they didn't turn the ball over. And even though they put it in harm's way a couple of times, but Missouri's defensive line was good and they got after our guys. I want to see what's on downfield. What's going on downfield? I remember they're running this basically this drive concept here. You got, I mean, there's nowhere to put this ball. They're running an NTT. So your high pull player is going to take vert, and then you've got cover 2 and 2 wall players. There's nowhere to put the ball.
Mm-mm.
You could put it like right here. Everyone's gonna be like, well, you can throw it here, and it's like, yeah. There's a reason why that guy is open. It's because this is called a no cover zone. Defense is all lined up outside of it. They want you to throw this ball. They're gonna make the tackle you short. Everyone's gonna say this guy's open. I would rather hit this guy. I know it's even shorter, but I would rather see if I can get my 240-pound back to make a guy punish a guy for a first down.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's gonna most likely take gonna get shellacked by this guy short. But this usually, Brad, these zone coverages like this, they have the first 5 yards are purposefully no cover. They do not want to match it. They want you to throw it so that they can make a tackle short. And I don't know if that's Giovanni. Maybe it would take a chance on that.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have this guy throw this guy quick and see if I can't get my 240-pound back to just punish this dude. And then look, now you can,
Right.
if he
It's
does
open.
break it, you got 50. Yeah.
Yep.
Good coverage by Missouri, good pressure.
Yeah, even on that, Rob, you're really just trying to get to like 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 there just to give yourself a chance to go for it.
Yeah. So I this morning I was exhausted. I haven't done any of my charting. I'm gonna probably take the week off from charting this week and enjoy Thanksgiving. But this was awesome. Like, this was a great play.
Yeah, I love how they both kind of came in at angles to keep him contained back there and not let him squirt out.
Yeah. So there's Wine right there playing like an off-ball backer basically. And he's literally just going to work his way all the way around here. This is a 4-man pressure, drop 7. And I feel like this is a bust by our guys because this guy and this guy run into each other. You never want to see 2 defensive linemen like literally run into each other. But this play's made because Wine just works his way all the way around and just keeps going. And then there's nowhere to throw it. And then you've got, is that Dominic or is that Halton? Yeah, that's Halton again.
Yep. Everywhere.
Oh my gosh. You want to talk about a strike right where you want to put it. Right there on the V. Right there on the V of the neck. That's called long arm. That's the long arm technique. You're going to long arm. You're going to strike. You're going to bend your foot. Look at the bend there. Get underneath him. Damn, dude, that is good. And then Wine just worked his way all the way over. And then the coverage, let me see if I can figure out what this coverage is. This looks like cover 3. Maybe. Cover 3 cloud. Maybe. Actually, I think this is cover 6. Yeah, this is cover 6.
Yep.
Yeah, this is cover 6.
One guy's open there on the 14 if he sees him immediately, but he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cover 6. But good play by Halton. Good play by Wine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that these 2 guys here, like these 2 guys collided with each other. You never want to see that.
Right.
And it still didn't matter.
Yeah. And better be careful there. You're just asking the refs to give us a late hit on the quarterback.
Right.
And as we know, they're more than happy to drop the hanky on the field whenever it's us. So
Grayson Holton. Grayson Holton appreciation.
Yeah. Man.
He's right here. I think it's the center that's trying to reach him. Which I don't know. That is so background, Brad. This guy, Connor Tollison, is a Sunday player. He'll get drafted. They're asking him to go basically 2 gaps over on this 3 tech to reach him. And this 3 tech happens to be Grayson Holton, who is got an incredible first step. And what he's trying to do, he's trying to take his backside hand, and again, he's trying to strike the V, and he's trying to get his backside knee and cut him in half. That is a really tough block for a center. Like, now, Tolson's done it to other guys, but to do it against Halton that's just not an ask you can do for a center, even if he plays on Sunday. Halton's going to take his left hand, I guess, his play side hand, and he's going to rip to make sure that that center can't get him on his. See that? Can't get him. He can't reach him. Can't get that. He can't get over one. I mean, that's just a tough block. But he's trying to get his play side hand underneath him, and Halton is making a rip move with his left hand to prevent him from even like getting hands on him. And then it's just a free tackle.
They did it. They did a great job on both Hardy and Roberts yesterday, I thought, after that first possession. I think Hardy, yeah, his dance afterwards. G baby putting his dance moves to work there.
Oh, it's so funny. I love it, man.
Yeah.
That needs to be a GIF. Someone needs to get that and turn it into a GIF. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a tough block for the center. Like, that is a real tough block, especially a guy that's gonna. Look how. One step, and look how far he is compared to everyone else. At least these two guys. He's already full head of steam.
And Pribolo would have gotten lit up had he held on to it as well. So
yeah. But yeah, they're trying to run wide zone here, and I don't know why they thought this center could reach this guy. That doesn't make sense to me. It should be this guy. You should, but I'm assuming that's a tough block. And Halton ain't gonna have none of that. That's for sure. He's not gonna get reached from a center from a 3-tech spot. That's just not gonna happen.
Right.
I don't remember this one, but I think this is Halton again.
He was everywhere, man.
Yeah. Here's Halton. Watch what he does. Yep. Goodbye. Yeah, that's just a I don't even know if there's a name for that technique other than I'm just going to throw your ass.
Right.
I think that's the throw your ass on the ground technique. Great play. I thought Heinecke had a great game too.
Yeah,
there was a game. There was a play where he shot through the middle of the line because Missouri had busted a pickup on his blitz, and he got a great TFL. But this is just Halton just chucking a guy out of the way. Great game by him, man.
It was.
Oh my goodness.
It was. Yeah.
And that's your 4th IDL in your rotation.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
No, I actually thought our tackling was really good yesterday. I don't remember a lot of guys. There was a play. Oh, I don't remember who it was. Maybe a safety or linebacker that grabbed a hold of a guy and was able to keep him from advancing. I forgot what it was, but I thought the tackling was really, really good yesterday.
You know how I like hard-hitting safeties, so I wanted to put this in here.
I'm glad you got this one.
Because I thought Boganowski, dude, he is going to be good, man. He is good, but it's going to be great to see him get even more and more.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just running wide zone again. That's just they're all trying to get all these guys reached. I thought Dominic Williams did a great job of lagging here. So he's gonna lag behind and try to knock out this A gap, and in doing so, he gets his hands on Tollison, drives him back, makes that running back bend just a little bit more, banana out just a little bit more, but it wouldn't have mattered because no one works up to the second level, and Boganowski comes in and just cleans it up. Yeah, that was basically the story. They got the first drive, and then OU's discipline. There wasn't a whole lot of. Oh, here's the interception. There wasn't a whole lot of busted plays in wide zone. It churned for them for that first half. After that, they had once once we had that 10-point lead in that late third quarter to fourth quarter, they had to abandon it because they had to go back to sidecar. They had to go normal shotgun sidecar and start doing their drop back. And by then, Pribla, his booster shot, pain shot, probably wore it off in the second half because there were some plays that he could have scrambled out. He chose not to. He decided to throw the ball, and it cost him. But yeah, this is just cover 3. Let's see, they're running. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is actually no, this is a fire zone. Yeah, okay, so they're fire zoning it. 5-man pressure. Got 3 deep, 3 under, and Jacoby plays himself into the play. He could easily just float it here because there's no immediate vertical threat for him. Okay, there's nothing that's pulling Jacoby over here from his side of the. So what does he do? He looks across the field. He's doing his job. He's looking for a crosser. He's looking for something because he's been taught, if I don't get something on my side, then I have to find work. There's work coming to me. Put my eyes across the field. Boom. He sees, okay, that's the nearest guy. I'm just going to work and ride this hash. So he's just going to ride the hash. That's his landmark. I'm going to ride this hash. And this, great job high-lowing it. So, like, you've got your high safety, and now you've got your corner that's undercutting the route. Boom. Easy pick.
Yep.
Great. That's discipline, man. And that's what we see from discipline from the front 7, discipline from the secondary. And these were the type of plays that we didn't get last year. We didn't get these type of plays, not against quality opponents like this. So
yeah, no, that's perfect. That's what you want for a corner, to turn around and make a play on the ball. That's what we say that so many times. We're just begging a guy to turn around and make a play on the ball, and there it was. And you know what, Rob? You know what was great about this play? It was right after the Reggie Powers targeting play. Play right after that. So you're talking about momentum swing. That was one of the bigger ones in the game right there.
So this was one of the plays. This is the last one we'll do, Brad, and we'll wrap it up. But this play right here is exactly what we wanted. So they're running cover 3. This is the play that we, in the beginning of the year, that we were hitting on so often, was just a seam on the hash against cover 3. This right here is like since Texas, we sailed it on Heinecke, but this was our bread and butter for the first 4 weeks. We ate defenses alive with it, and for some reason, like one thing or another, either Mateer's not seeing them, or pressure in this case forces them out of it. But it's been one thing or another. Our bread and butter pass concept like that hasn't been there for us. See who's struggling. I think this is just a 4-man pressure, and they drop 7. Is that right? Yep. Simmons. But if he steps up in the pocket here, EPL's struggling with his guy too. I don't know. Like I said, Missouri really was tough on us.
Yeah, they played a good game defensively.
Any questions before I exit out of this?
I don't have any. I was checking the chat here. I don't see anything in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. You had some good play there, Selection. It was definitely the Halton show. So you definitely highlighted him well with a lot of your film there. That's good.
He popped, man.
He did.
He had some really good plays. I thought Heinecke had some really good plays too. Heinecke is becoming our best backer.
Oof.
Slowly becoming our best backer.
Yeah, he got banged up.
I mean, he's all around. I know, but he's good in coverage. I
do worry about our safety room a little bit because RSJ left the game, and then Powers is out for the first half next week. So you're running a little thin there at safety / Cheetah. I know I know Powers runs a little cheetah at times, but
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. RSJ's looked like a shoulder, didn't it?
Yeah. It looked like maybe like a shoulder or elbow, like
Yeah.
upper arm area. I don't know. We'll have to keep track of that through the week.
Yeah.
But you've got. I mean, at this point, you got someone that, LSU is going to lay down and die. I believe it. I just maybe this kind of game, some of these defenders, your defensive players that
Yep.
need a week off. Maybe you give them a week off. Let Boganowski get some reps.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And maybe RMT sits another week, even if he's like hitting 90, 80% play. Maybe you just tell him, hey, suit up, but I don't want to use you if we don't have to.
Yeah. You don't want him getting re-injured for sure. And I feel like that defensive end room's playing pretty good right now. To kind of hold their ground. Yeah. Jimmy said it. Heinecke making himself some money. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kept it pretty light. Kept it light.
Yeah.
I'm tired. We were at the tailgate for
a while. You tailgated all day yesterday, man. Yeah. So you were
I usually spend about 6 hours or so working for the pod. I spent like 2. That's why I don't have anything broken down. I just rewatched the game and picked some ones that I liked. But everyone, thank you for tuning in. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Spend some time with family. Eat as much as you can. Enjoy it. Have fun. We'll be back here on next Sunday after LSU. We're doing a tailgate. So all you guys want to come out and hang out, meet us at the Boomer Outreach Building. Look for the Sooner, the OU ambulance. Brad, do you want to try to do a live? Do you want to try to do a live out there?
We might as well.
2:30 game. It'd be much easier than 11 a.m. game. Golly,
and I think the weather will be decent. So, sure.
Okay. So we'll do a pre-game. And depending on how it goes, maybe we'll do a post game out there. Depending on how drunk I
am. Sometimes that makes for good podcasting, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's a fine line there with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we'll do a pre-game and then we'll do a Sunday, and then that would be the end of the regular season. And expect a trench pod most likely this week. Alex and Jay, while we were talking about doing one, the holidays, we might not be able to get to it, but enjoy the week. We got another win, and let's go beat the crap out of the LSU. Let's just make them lay down and die early with physical defensive play, and we'll close out the regular season 10-2.
Let's go. Yep. No, echo what he just said. Appreciate it, everyone. Let's go beat the Bayou Baby Bengals next weekend. All right, everybody. Take care. Enjoy your holiday. Boomer.